Tommy, how's the team looking ahead of tomorrow?
It's looking good. We've had a good week's training. Injury-wise has been a big plus as well. Murray Davison coming through 45 minutes, so he's a good chance of being in the squad. Dave Mackay's another 40. He got 45 as well, and his hip's fine. It's just really because he hasn't done a pre-season. It's just lack of fitness that we need to work on him, and we'll do that over the next week, 10 days, 2 weeks, and hopefully get him back shortly as well. Chrissy Miller's not as bad as what we thought, and possibly could be involved against Ross County. Steve McLean will obviously come back in the squad, so the training's been bubbly, it's been lively, and there's an initial disappointment of the result on Sunday, but I think there's a realisation of how well we did in the game, and we know the areas we made too many individual mistakes that can give us a lot of confidence looking forward to this game. No, of course we're not pleased with defeat, but it happens early season. Mistakes can happen, and it wasn't a matter of Hearts outplaying us and really cutting us open. We did make individual errors, and that cost us. But going forward, I thought we played particularly well. We passed the ball well. We switched play well when we had to. We mixed it up. We put the ball in the box early when we had to, and played at a good tempo. I've looked at the game back, how we pressed them and pressed the life out of them, and didn't let them get set in a rhythm. So overall, it was a good performance, and gives us a bit of confidence getting into the season. But you're right, we're disappointed to lose the 3 points.
Confidence-wise for John Sutton and Graham Cummins, great for them to get their first goals for the club early. Yeah,
I think when any new player comes, he wants to settle as quickly as possible, and strikers are all about goals really, and the two of them have been excellent since the first day they've come in. Graham scored in the bounce game against Queen of the South and looked lively. John knows the league, and he will get goals in the league. But I think it shows on Sunday, that we've got to play higher up the pitch, and we've got to get him higher up the pitch and get balls in the box, and he'll score goals. So really pleased with him, but pleased with the form of all the strikers that that we've got. And if you put Michael into that, it's going to be quite a year in terms of competition for places.
How big an advantage is it having Joe Shaughnessy with that throw he has on him?
Well, I'd known he had it because when he played for Aberdeen he used it quite a bit, and but we didn't really utilise it a lot in pre-season. But then we'd looked at Hearts, and we weren't sure if particularly maybe Alexander likes the ball on top of him a lot, so we used it, and I didn't expect him to throw it as far as he did and as accurate as he did. So it's something that we're going to use. It's not something we're going to totally rely on. But if you look at his deliveries, they're almost as good as corners. And what the people do when they get a corner, they put it in the box. So we'll use it, and we'll mix it up with it. But it's a great tool to have. But again, Joe's a player that I think has settled in really well and done extremely well. I think if the delivery's good and the movement's good, it causes panic, because if you look at it, it was Simon that scored. It's not obviously the first header that you score off, and you're trying to create a wee bit of confusion in around that front post area, and the ball eventually gets tapped in at the back post by Simon. And in the first half, I think we'd one cleared off the line with it as well. So it's a good tool, but I don't want us just to be labelled as being a long ball or long throw team, because we're certainly not that. If you've seen the football that we played at Hearts, it was excellent, and some of the pass movement, there was a chance for that Nicholson clears off the line from John Sutton. There's a couple of switches of play in that. There's something like 14 or 15 passes involved in that move, and I think that sometimes gets overlooked a bit. It's quite easy to say that we're dogged and organised, but at times we can play some good football, and I'm looking to see more of that.
And finally, what are you expecting from Inverness tomorrow?
Tough game. Great season last season, great last few seasons, and they'll be like ourselves wanting to bounce back, so I'm expecting a tough game. Wee bit an unknown of what their team will be, because they've had a few injuries, and a bit like ourselves, and didn't really, there are quite a few missing last week, and obviously losing Warren again, and I don't know if Meekins will be fit because he went off injured as well. So, but no matter what side that John can put out, I'm expecting a tough game.
Cheers, Tommy.